Yeah, welcome to King's channel.
What else you want to say?
It's running.
What up, world? It's your girl Key. I just want to welcome you guys to Keena's YouTube channel. I am Kiyomi of On the Couch with Key. Haven't did a video in a while, but we will. So stay tuned. Keep me linked in. We gonna get it. We gonna get it together. I want to introduce my homie to the right. Say your name and what you do, baby.
My name Rika, and I'm a stay-at-home mom.
And that's what's up.
That's what's up.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Quilla. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I work for Honda.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Stay at home and that job.
Both. I do both. 24 hours in the day.
And then, of course, we're going to introduce the one and only
Keena. So today we're just gonna talk about girl stuff. So as women, we fail to take accountability, and I know my frat brothers and all my male friends are going to thoroughly enjoy this video because that's all they ever talk about. But we don't take accountability when it comes to listening to your intuition. Today I think we'll focus more on our dating experiences and intuition, and then if we have time we'll go about just life in general, because your intuition pretty much, you know that feeling when you're not supposed to do something and you do it anyway, or you feel like something's going to happen and it happens. So we will talk about dating first. Anybody want to share how you ignored your intuition and what it led you to with them F-boys?
Ooh.
Girl.
I want to go first.
No, wait. So I wanted to, like, so what is intuition? That's the first thing.
I just
so
said that along. Go ahead.
So, like, how do you know what's speaking to you, or if it's just like, is it like an angel and a devil? Like, how do you even know like something is speaking to you? So what would you define as your intuition?
So each person just say how yours kicks in. Like,
Okay, so for me, mine is, I get this feeling, like this weird, eerie like feeling in my stomach. Like, you know.
That might be the BGs.
But I really get like a feeling, like a sense, like if I get real nervous about something, or like my stomach it's just, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like a overwhelming feeling. I know something ain't right. It don't sit right. It's not sitting right with me, or what's
like a quickening, so to speak. So it's not really like you're nauseous, but it's like something is uneasy in your
right.
Okay.
So, and if I don't get a, you know what I'm saying, you know how you can put stuff in your mind, but it's you know, it's just you putting it, you making yourself try to believe it, but you know something different is going on, and you like, yeah, stop trying to make that up, but it is what you think it is, you know. So.
Oh, okay. So like a battle in your belly. So kind of like something is battling, your heart is battling your mind, so to speak. Okay.
What about you?
Intuition for me, I don't really feel like I have good intuition like at all. Like I feel like later on I'll always come back and be like something. So if I would call it, it would be like something was telling me not to whatever. But my thing is right. But my thing is like, is that really my intuition? Because you always gonna have like a cautionary period. So you being a decision making person, you always gonna be like, I could possibly do this. Pros and cons. I could possibly do this, pros and cons. So it's like very difficult for me personally to channel my intuition, because I'm always just like, is that my intuition, or is that just me being a good decision maker, so to speak? And then at the end of it, I'm like, okay, these are the risks for this, these are the risks for this one. I think I could deal with these risks a little bit better, so I'm gonna go with this decision. So that's kind of like how my intuition is. But I want to make a notation. I need to really channel and really be able to listen and get into a quiet space where I can hear my intuition. That's what I really need to work on. That's my challenge.
So for me, mine is really in my head. Like, it's like, if I know something is right, like I don't want to say voices in my head, but in my mind, in my mind, it's like, nope, like you already know. Like my intuition is very, very strong, and it's never steered me wrong. So if I got into a situation, it was me because I didn't listen to myself. But mine is extremely strong. Like I can know something going on way 20 hours away from me, like and then find out later that feeling I had, that gut feeling that you had, it was going on. Like I knew.
And
you
sometimes
know.
you just try to ignore it, like.
And that's my problem.
That's me
That's
too.
my issue.
Because I'm such an overthinker, and when I get into my experience, you'll understand why I agree with you, pretty much. So yeah, mine is strong. Mine be in my mind like, no, babe, no.
No.
Bring
I
back.
think mine is a mind thing too, because I kind of go off of vibes. You know, if you giving me this weird vibe, but I kind of feel like you just may be a good person, I will ignore that vibe and I will give you the benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, it's like I'm battling with my mind and my heart, I guess. Like my mind is saying, girl, now you know you caught that vibe when you met him. And you go 2 months later and your heart is just in it by now. So it's like, what do you do? And it's like a weigh my options type
Okay,
thing.
but here's the thing. So is intuition ever a good intuition? Like when is it ever like, because when you get, so is intuition only the cautionary thing that comes along and say, hey, don't do that? Does your intuition ever say, hey, dive head first into that thing? And
I don't think
Yeah, there's some people that you just know
I need
are
an
good
example.
people.
Right.
I need
Well,
an
for
example.
certain things,
when it
I
comes-
can say I can't really say for like in a relationship, you know, because it's so many things that can make you be like, well, I don't know. You gave me a sign that other person shows, I'm not gonna deal with that. But then you see something else, be like, well, maybe that's just me in my head, so I'm gonna ignore what I already know that's being presented.
Right.
So you know,
Right,
so I'm
so
gonna
I'm
go.
asking, like, when does your intuition tell you to dive headfirst into anything, or is it just cautionary things that your intuition comes to speak to you about?
But then, you know, it's also a thing where you can follow your intuition when it does tell you to dive head first in, and then later on down the line, you beating yourself in the head like, now, intuition, you told me to do this, but look at what it brought me. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I can't really, I think it's more just go for what you feel.
Yeah, I agree and I disagree, because I feel like fear can change things. Because you're attracting, when you put fear out there, now you're attracting bad things to come to you. So like for me with this move, my gut has been telling me that this is the right decision, like to make this move, and now I'm finally doing it, but I'm still fearful because it's a big change. So, but I feel like if I keep holding on to being scared, when I do get out there, it's not going to work out, because I've attracted all of these bad things from instead of just trusting my gut and going with it. I'm like, well, maybe no, or maybe this, or maybe that, and now you're interrupting the frequency of the positivity that's coming with it. So I feel like, yes to your question, but you can change that depending on what energy you're putting on that.
Okay. So your intuition does tell you to do like positive things, but your fear is what counters the intuition, just as well as it tells you to do cautionary things or be cautious when approaching things, and then you do the opposite because you see a little bit of good. So it kind of works both ways, is what you guys are basically saying. But we really have to just rewire ourselves, and I think that's what the difficult part about, you know, being a human being. I mean, let alone being a woman, but being a human being, because it's just like, okay, I've been hurt, so I'm walking along and, oh, he cute, okay. Oh, you want some of this chocolatey goodness? Okay, I see you. And then, oh no, that looked like the same thing Rick was doing.
Exactly.
Oh, you Rick, Rick homeboy. Oh,
Yeah.
let me tell you what I'm not about to do. And you put that person in that category just because they have a small resemblance.
And we do that
They didn't
a
even
lot.
do the full out act. He probably did a fake, you know, that little football fake everybody. He probably did a football fake, and he was just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And now he friend zone. You over here with somebody that you don't even like.
For real Rick over there. I got real Rick.
You got real Rick back.
Right. And you done fucked up. You talking about something?
You done fucked up the church's money.
That's it. That's it.
For real, for real.
That's
All right,
it.
who want to share their experience, their dating experience with ignoring your intuition?
Oh God.
Y'all scared, man?
Rika? What? I ain't ready yet.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Quitter, because you sound like you got a good one over there.
Oh God.
Ooh-wee.
Listen. It's this guy.
I met this dude the other day. I can't. All right, I'm cool.
He is a great guy. I'm not gonna say he isn't, but it's more so life is throwing so many curveballs at him. But then too, he's also fine as hell.
Blessed be the name
But
of
he
the
knows he's fine as hell. So here we go.
Gotta be them ones. See, and that's why if you know you cute, I don't want you.
Nope.
I don't want. If you know you
And
cute,
see, at first I didn't even get that from him. There go that whole
Representative.
vibe.
oh, he got that
Representative.
You had to wait till that thing come around full circle, and that's how it be sometimes. Sometimes you like you fine, but you don't like you cool, and then he be like, oh well. I'd be like, ew, so you did find out.
Right.
I know
Yeah.
nobody told you, but they showed you. Got it.
Oh my god.
Mm-mm.
And it was like plenty of times where mentally I'm telling myself, no ma'am. Leave that boy alone. And I've actually went where I wouldn't text him, I wouldn't call him, I wouldn't, when he takes a call, I won't respond, I ignore. But then it's like,
you smashed.
when I,
Did you smash or no?
Tell her story.
Okay.
I got a little bit of the Pete on it. I got a little bit of it. But it was actually pretty good.
See,
So I'm like, well,
no, we need to do a Love is Blind challenge. That way you don't get no touching, no nothing. First 30 days, you can't even see me.
now here we go. Let's add a point right here, y'all. That takes over
A little
the
bit.
point I just took from you, because you know you fine.
Right.
Okay, so now I'm like, well, then it got to the point where we spend the time every day, like every day.
That's really messed up.
Then it started easing off, and I'm like, what you got going on? I can't come see you. I can't do this. I can't do that. Come to find out you living with a whole woman.
How you find that out?
Friends. Friends of friends. We have mutual friends that, like, the first 48. You're not going to hurt my friends, so let me find out what you got going on. So they was telling me, and I was ignoring it.
Dang, bro.
Ignoring it.
You ain't know your friends?
Not necessarily.
No, you already admitted it. Don't. I'm sorry to all her friends.
I'm sorry,
Is she
y'all.
your friend for real? Is she ignored you? Is she your friend?
So then I moved. I left the city. My first weekend there, he came to spend the weekend with me.
Wait, did you ever ask him about him living with a woman? What did he say?
Oh no, they don't live together. I stay with my auntie. But these are things facts that I already know.
Oh.
And I feel, and I told him, I said, I feel like we're not dating.
So why you lying?
If you can't tell me the truth and we're not dating, I already know. If we were to date, I would back to trust nothing you telling me. Nothing you telling me.
Yeah, true. But okay, so do you feel like men have tried to tell the truth and it backfired?
I've been with a man that told me everything.
I'm talking about prior to, because
I do feel like we've done that.
they're
so far.
scarred
Right.
now,
We
so they're at a point where they're just like, oh well, I know last time when I told Tisha the truth, she had chopped me the throat, and I had a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so now it's a whole situation where
I think if a female tells, I mean, like me, honestly, I would tell that, like, I'd rather for you to tell me the truth straight up and allow me to
Make the decision.
Yeah, because I handle it a lot better if you tell me the truth versus me finding out and I have full, like, head-on proof.
And especially if I asked and you told me.
Yeah, exactly. So tell me the truth and I can deal with it a lot better. And I actually don't even get mad.
but they don't believe that no more. You know
Well,
what I
they
mean?
don't.
Like they
They
don't
don't.
think that. And true enough, how many
And
times
that's because
have
of
the
what you
truth
just
came
said.
and you got
I
mad?
told Tisha the truth. She chopped me in my throat.
Right,
So
right.
how can I tell
Don't-
Lily the truth?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what Lily's reaction gonna be.
Right. And then me and Kena was kind of talking about this today, whatever, and I was like, oh, you know, I was talking to my dude, and I was like, you know, tell me this. And I put on the table for non-consequential. And then she was just like, non-consequential?
I wouldn't even believe that.
What does that even mean? And I mean, there won't be an octave raised in this beautiful voice. I won't get mad. I won't throw a candle. I won't kick, you know, I won't do nothing. I will just
I've been there.
receive that information because I'm going to be appreciative of you being honest with me.
And it helps them to be like, oh, well, like,
She's not like that.
she's really not like that.
Whatever. But also, they have to be open enough or be able to communicate that that's where they have had breakdowns in previous relationships. Be like, yeah, hey, yo, like, this is some things that I've experienced previously, so this is my actions. This is why I act this way. And they don't normally do that. And so it makes it difficult for us to be like, all right.
Because we're more open.
Right.
We
Majority
are
of the
more
time.
open.
But now we're being rewired. That's why you have these different type of women coming up.
They're new
because
now.
Yeah.
they're completely
That's true.
rewired. They've adapted to the men.
Mhm.
And
Go
then
ahead.
they're like, it's like a dude with a vagina.
Yeah, and that's what
That's
men
true.
say.
And
Men say that a lot. Nowadays, they be like,
'cause
these
women got
women
tired.
are tougher than these men.
They
Like,
done now.
Tired.
They done now.
They done
We-
seen all the stuff that they aunties and mama done went through. They ain't
Yeah.
got time for that. And
Yeah.
now, since you gotta warn your kids, like, okay, be careful of this type of person. Or even now,
Right.
because I know society plays like black fathers aren't in their kids' life, but they are, and they're telling you, all right, I was this type of dude, so when he doing this, do that. So they bred this new woman between the male figures in their life and the men that they dealt with or seen their parents or aunties or whoever dealt with. They bred. Don't nobody want to go through that. So now they got smart enough to avoid it.
Right, they more focused on, okay, did I get my orgasm? Okay, I need to go focus on my business now.
Right.
That's pretty much it. Like, we the last punk asses. That's it.
We are the last.
We the last of the Mohicans. That's it. They coming up straight G's right now or
Yeah,
whatever
for
it
real.
is.
I've been telling guys, I'm like, I feel bad for y'all. 'Cause these
Yeah.
women don't care, and they swear they do not. That's an act. It is not an act. I'm telling you, these
not
little
to
girls.
not
they
to talk
don't
about
care.
my daughter in per se, but me and Rika was just talking about this in the car before we walked up to knock on the door. Like, my oldest daughter, mean as I don't know what, and I tell her all the time, I don't see how anybody could deal with you.
Oh, guys like mean crazy girls.
And I'm noticing that now. Like, they instead of be calling her, she can hang up in their face, she can do this, she can do that. But it's all because, like she said, Mom, I seen you deal with so much from these men.
Oh, wow.
Nobody will do me that way.
Right.
And ever since then,
But we have to also realize we have a responsibility to our children. You know what I mean? And like, I know I've been in toxic relationships before,
Right.
and did some things. I have a 5-year-old, and argued in front of my son and things like that, and we don't realize how much that impacts our child and like how they want to
I
not
just realized that.
And then, but
couple weeks ago.
you kind of already know because
Right.
a lot of things that your parents do, you don't want to do. You already done nitpick. I didn't like this about my mama. I love this about my mama. I did not do
Right.
this, so
Right.
I would never do this because this is what happened to me when my mom did this to me. You know what I mean? So
this is
we
how
kind
this made me feel.
exactly. So we have to realize like how much that impacts us for sure. But like, I don't think I let you finish your story.
And speaking on that situation that you just was talking about, I've come to the point where I see myself doing things that, because I was raised by my sister.
Okay.
So I see myself doing things that my sister used to do to me, and I knew how it made me feel. But even though I'm your parent, I'm still human and you are human. So I will take the responsibility to apologize to my kids.
Oh yeah.
And that's important.
Because I don't want y'all to think that, oh, mama just, mean.
Right.
And I'm not a mean mom. It's just, we got boundaries and
Right.
this is a process raising y'all.
Right.
So it's totally different from how we was raised.
Yes,
Even
and
though
the
the
kids
world
don't
and
even understand
the
it.
timing when we was raised up is totally different from the timing of the kids now.
Yeah.
But we just like y'all. The society is basically raising kids these days. So we try to raise the kids how we were raised, but with a twist of it.
Right.
Like you said, picking out what we liked and what we didn't like. You understand? And our kids don't see that. They just be like, oh, but this is what's going on right now, and this is the trend, but this
But
mom.
that's the thing, like, they're exposed to way more than what we were exposed to back in the day. They know stuff that we ain't know till we got to high school.
Yeah, for real.
That's a maybe though. That's a maybe because think about it. Like I feel like
You can't stop. Wait, you just wait.
Look who we,
But
look who we had. We had Uncle Luke. We had all these people
but
that
that goes
exposed us
back
to was like so much sexuality.
that
we didn't
need
even look
to
at it
know.
like that because even still we was like,
And we had to sneak to look at certain stuff. Now,
Yeah.
See, that goes back to the things that we should know. They put it in books. What we should know, they put it on TV because they know we're gonna come in, sit down, we're gonna cut that TV on, and we watching it. That's the same thing with these kids. Everything is on TV.
and we didn't have smartphones
We
in the
didn't.
second
We
grade
didn't.
back then. Like,
We didn't.
there's so much stuff that they.
like I didn't
I
get
think I
mine till I
had
was
to
like
sneak
16.
and get my first phone when I was like 16. So
Yeah.
My mother told me she was not paying for my bill, so if I wanted a phone, I had to get it myself. So I didn't get it until I was in high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't get a phone too.
So.
that's true. So it's like he just I still talk to him on my time, and this is really on my time. Like I hide your alerts in my phone, so if you text me or call me, I don't know until I just go in there to look to see. Hey, let me see if you call me or you text me. But I'm not gonna lie, I saw him yesterday.
Oh Lord! Where he live is the question. Where does he live?
With some woman, I'm sure.
There?
You went to
No, he pulled up.
okay. I was there like I was like, y'all went to a house, but you at work.
No. See, and that's one thing I would never do because I've been a woman in that situation where I've actually caught you coming out my front door, and when I go around my back, it's a woman coming out of my back door.
No.
So I would never. And that's what makes me know that I could never date this guy.
Right.
Because I'm a woman. I've been put in so many situations that I would never want to see another woman put in. So it's like we could be friends. I ain't gonna lie. If I want some, then I'm gonna get it.
You don't believe in karma, bro?
Listen.
That's why somebody will come out the back door. You know that somebody
Listen.
want you okay, you better calm down.
I do believe in karma.
And it's real, so I'm
Yeah,
glad
it
you believe in it because you're going to get it whether you believe in it or not.
It is, but I think I'm still working on me.
Respect.
Yeah.
So
Respect.
it's like, even though I can respect the fact that I don't want to see another woman go through what I went through, but knowing that I went through it, it's like, it was done to me. But I'm working on me, so
I think
trying to.
that's common though. Like I don't think like it's just you. I think a lot of women think like that. Like, well, it's just how it goes,
Right.
pretty much. But yeah, no, you just gotta be strong, girl, because that karma ain't no joke. Cause it gets
ain't.
you good.
It's
It gets
not.
you real good.
I know I got a lot of karma coming for real.
Yeah, I know you for a long time.
Who else? Go ahead, Kiyomi.
Rika ready?
She ain't.
I ain't ready yet, man. I gotta figure out when I'm
Which
going.
one? You figure out which story. I feel like I'm trying to think of a actual experience for me. Like play the crickets right now. Play the crickets right now.
I don't know.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord God.
I've been chewing my food real quick.
But this thing hot. These cool spicy.
You ain't right as hell.
What flavor is that?
Hot with lemon pepper.
Hot with a lemon pepper?
Hot with lemon pepper sprinkles.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy, but it's so bomb. She put me onto that.
I feel like just pick one. You being greedy and that's why you're struggling.
No, it's hot. This is hot.
You should
I
pick
looked at that.
one flavor.
It's not hot to me.
I looked at it. Hers look real red though.
Yeah.
Yours don't
No,
look
you
as
keep
red.
breathing heavy. I see you. It's hot. It's spicy.
It's spicy, but it ain't got me.
Okay, so if you watched my last video, the fishbowl, relationship fishbowl that I did with my frat brothers, I talked about this situation, which was my last serious relationship that I got into, and I knew he wasn't ready for a relationship, at least with somebody like me, because I'm very structured. Like, I live an adult life, not like the new age adults that party, do like, I got a career, I have a child, we on schedule. Like, I don't have time to play with somebody who's not ready to really settle down. I used to always say, I would even tell him, like, you're not ready for somebody like me, or you still kind of want to live a single life. He was an athlete, so he was stuck in that world. But I'm good at self-sabotaging. So
Me too.
I was talking to myself like, oh, Kenny, you just doing what you normally do. You just sabotaging yourself. Just get a man a chance. He really like you. And he, in the beginning, that representative, he was showing me how much he was into me. But I just, like, the flags were going off heavy. But I still, to me, it's my fault. I'm self-sabotaging. So it went on. And I, like you said, things just started to fall off. It go from calling me a few times a day, and it's crazy because I told him, I said, you call me too much. I said, you're not going to be able to keep this up, so stop. No, I just like love talking to you all the time. And months go by, things start to trickle off. Now you coming in at 6 in the morning, like, what in the world? And now I'm crazy. Oh, you just being crazy and controlling.
Oh,
They love to throw that at you. Yeah, right. They love to throw that at you. Oh, you trying to control me. You doing this. No, that's not it. I don't think this is normal. Like, ask your friends if this, like, I'm sure people, boyfriends ain't coming in at 5, 6 in the morning. I don't care. Even if you're out with your friends, like, if you have a relationship, you have to respect that relationship. Or be single. And I always said, just go be single. Like, I would appreciate if we let this go now and maybe we can come back again later.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm not doing nothing out here. I'm not blah, blah, blah. Y'all know how they do. So it got to the point where I was always, he already worked on the road, so he wasn't home throughout the week. And then when he got home on the weekend, he out with everybody else. And before, when we first started dating, he always wanted me to come to the club with him. I'm not a club girl, but I tried to, you know, live his lifestyle. We give and take. You do stuff I want to do, I'm going to do stuff. Come to the club with me all the time. Every time we went. That came from, oh no, it's just the guys. Oh no, we ain't bringing girlfriends. Oh, I just want to be with my boys. So a few months ago, I could say I don't want to go, and you still want me to go, and now I want to go, and I can't go. And I couldn't go last week, and I can't go next week. Okay. So long story short, I was just miserable, and that's what happened when you. If you notice, when you ignore your intuition, you're unhappy the entire time. I was unhappy the entire time. And as good as we looked on Facebook and Instagram or whatever, I was miserable the entire time. So this is where the F-boy stuff coming at. I kid y'all not, when I give y'all these numbers, I went through his phone. I had to text. Well, first of all, let me tell you, we kind of broke up, but we were living together, so we were still in the same house. So you know how that go. Yeah. You broken up, but you're not broken up, and he's still lying when I'm asking you if you got girls and blah blah blah. He lying. I went through his phone. I text in a group chat. I think it's hilarious now, and I even talked to him about it because it tickles my soul. 30 women, and what 30? Not, and that's not an exaggeration. 30 women. I text them all in a group chat. I said, hey. Hey, girl. No, I said, hey, queens. I said, cute. That's cute. I just want to let y'all know. I said, this is the woman that such and such lives. I ain't mention his name at all, did I? Okay. We gonna call him Jared. That ain't his name. So I said, I just want to let y'all know this is the woman that Jared lives with, who he's still trying to get back with. I said, but he all y'all. I just wanted all y'all to meet each other so y'all know y'all family and what's going on.
It's a sister wives.
Right.
That's what's going on.
I said, so I just wanted to wish y'all. I said, he got money, so spend it. I said, spend his money because he got it. And y'all have a blessed day, beautiful queens. And it felt so good, though. It felt so good. And now it's funny as hell. When I tell you he was pissed, I asked him, he said, somebody be posted it on Instagram. Whoa. And he said most of them didn't respond. But another thing, you think they all care? A lot of them didn't give a damn.
Right.
And of course, I don't think he was sleeping with all these women, but
some of them probably already knew.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah. But you can't be trying to fix something at home, but you talking, and like I said in the last video when we talked about emotional cheating, like you're not going to be on the phone with other people asking them how their day was, you know, talking about your dreams and aspirations, but you can't stand to talk to me at all. And he used to tell me, I don't like talking to you. Okay.
Oh, that's cold.
Yeah. Because I think he knew at that point I was leaving. So you know how they start to be real mean when they know when they start to feel After I pretty much let him know that we were done, he got real cold.
I don't know why men do that, but they do.
But guess who's still calling me now?
He can keep calling.
Right. But I said to say I don't blame him for anything, and people always look at me crazy. I can't fault him for much because I knew he wanted from me, and because I used to voice that so much that we're not working out, they kind of pushed him away.
Yeah, pushed away.
Right. So it is what it is, and I don't blame him. It was a learning experience for me, and now moving forward, once I feel it ain't right, I don't care how fine you are, because he was fine. I don't care how fine you are. We just can't. I don't have time to waste. I ain't getting no younger, bro.
Right, man.
So yeah, we back. Sorry, I know my camera always
What
cutting
is
out.
that?
It's a crab rangoon.
You got one?
What's in it?
It's
Crab
cheese bread.
Oh, can I try it?
I just said that.
Oh.
It's probably cold. It's better when the
Yeah, it is better than how a nigga said for a while.
Oh, my God. Hey, y'all.
Hey girl, hey.
I hate that. Really? People at my job.
I didn't-
People at my job be saying that. I can't stand it.
No,
What the
I
heck,
think
girl?
it's all who says it. Like certain things don't bother me, but when certain people say it, I be like, shut up.
Right. That's what I be like. Ugh.
Nobody asked you that.
Sorry.
Like somebody was calling the coronavirus the Roni. I was like, if you say the Roni one more time, I guess that's something Joe Buttons came up with. I'm like, we not 3. Why you gotta make a nickname with an E at the end, the Roni? That just hurt my
Bother
nerve.
you, huh?
You hear how I keep saying
see
it?
your
The Roni. Damn, Roni.
Go ahead, Rika.
I'm sorry.
So my bad intuition thing was where I ignored it. I was dating this guy, and I met him at a.
You look embarrassed. Where you meet him at?
Girl, I met him on Fort Valley State.
I met him at an ice cream parlor.
Met him on Fort Valley State. It was like
Probably homecoming.
mm-mm.
No.
What? Why? NYCP? I think that's what it is. No. They used to have a summer program.
Okay, what'd you say?
But yeah, they used to have, college used to have a summer program, and I went, and that's where I first met him, I want to say. And he was that guy that everybody was, he was very popular, and I just being around in the little city, because the city ain't that big anyway, but he was very popular, and all the girls liked him and all that stuff, but for some odd reason he came after me, so, you know, it kind of made me feel kind of good, a little bit, girl. But I just didn't know. At the same time, I was,
Pray.
yeah, all of that. That's it, you know, but, I mean, I don't know, because
Girl, what do you do?
Still thinking about that thing.
Right.
like,
Mercy.
I don't like I mean, it was just so much. Like at first it was just like we was together all the time. I made sure I never wanted to miss summer camp, because that's where I could see him at. And then it turned from that to after summer camp, then I would have to we would try to find ways either go see him, he'll come see me, things like that. And then, when school went back in, he went in school. No, I don't think he was in school, but when it was time to go back to school, it was different then. It started getting real different or whatever. And all my cousins stayed around the area, so they always ran into him or whatever. And they were like, look, because the girl, somebody.
Right.
You know,
I'll block it out.
yeah. So, and I was like, oh, and so for me, it was always like, well, I ain't gonna go ask, because I don't want him to be like, oh, you listen to this person, you listen to that person, and I'm
That's
always
that manipulative.
yeah. And I started being like, you know what, I'm just gonna get my own proof. You know, and then that way when I come to you with it, you can't deny it, because I got my own proof or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I just started popping up randomly. What places you gonna be? Where you going today? I'm going here. Oh, I'm going on the yard. Oh, okay, well, cool. Popping up. You know what I'm saying? And I started seeing stuff myself, and then it got
bold, young, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like we all went through a very
crazy.
I'm about
Crazy.
And I was like sometimes when I see stuff, I be like, oh, why did that person do that? I would
so
never.
crazy.
But then
Right.
when I be talking to my friends, they be like, Kelmy, you remember what we did such and such? I be like, oh my God, I did do
phase. I was like 29.
Oh,
I was always the wing woman to the crazy, like the wing queen. That was me.
Yeah.
Whenever my friends was like, "We finna go," oh, it's nothing. What shoes? Like we finna go do this.
on that last video when they kept calling me Black Keena, she was with me that night. She was my road dog that night. That's a Black Keena.
I went there, but I heard about it. I went there.
For real. So no, that was. So I feel like we all had that like kind of boldness to be like, "Oh, you want to mess with something? I'm gonna mess with something," type deal. So
y'all know about mine.
yeah, we know about it. I've known been a couple wing queens to you too.
Oh yeah, ain't no help some shit for real.
Lord,
Don't jump people.
we just want to thank the universe in advance for evolution. I'm a change woman.
Very.
For real,
But yeah, we don't went through it. So
Yes.
I don't let people take me to that place no more. No one should have that type of control over you.
To begin with,
Yeah,
so,
I had one crazy experience.
Like, they really make you
and
crazy.
I didn't like it. So I would never again.
yeah,
Never.
respect.
It ain't worth
Respect.
it. It ain't worth it.
so with this particular time, like I said, I started popping up, and I started seeing stuff myself, but I was still trying to like.
Wait, but what flags did you have in the beginning? Because you left it.
Oh, so the flags I started having at the beginning, it was like, oh, this she over here for my cousin, cause he stayed with his aunt and his cousin, but the aunt was like, no, I was never there. So he was just like, oh, she over here for my cousin, which I knew his cousin always had girls, and the girls didn't mind being the other girl. So I was just like, okay, cool, you know. But then
You felt like it was
Right.
something
yeah,
wrong.
and then when I started, I always had the gift like of having dreams when someone ain't doing right by me, especially when I'm in a relationship. Like God always send me these dreams, and it can be exactly how that person is cheating.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
And that's the scary part. So like if I start having that gut feeling, I'll be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, that might be what's going on.
But I had no dream.
But I ain't had no dream about it yet, so I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? So this one particular time, we was laying in the bed together, and someone that we knew that was a female was laying in the bed with us. We was all asleep or whatever. We had just came from the pool, and so we all was asleep. I was asleep, and I was on the end. He was like in the middle, and then like the other girl was on the other end. And I had a whole dream of him like having sex with this other girl, the girl that was beside me. You know what I'm saying? And I woke up in tears, like, and he was like, "What's going on? What's wrong with you?" And I told him I didn't want to talk about it or whatever. And so, like months down the road, of course, I went back to school. I was still in high school. I went back to school, and I don't even know how it happened. I think he came to visit me, and he got into it with one of my homeboys or whatever, because he tried to do some slick stuff there, and they caught it, and they went into it, they got into it or whatever. And the girl was there, and me and him got to arguing. I think I said it to him, and she overheard it, and she was like, I know he didn't say that, because he the one that came on me.
Oh Lord.
And I was like, but you let him, so
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You let him, so why you didn't even tell me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It took for you to hear that I already felt it or thought I knew about it for you to respond to it.
Right.
And so when I said it, when I said it to him, and she said what she said to confirm it on top of the dream, which was already my confirmation though. And I said it to him, and it was just a whole like, but no, it was an excuse, and it was always different since then. I just had to let that go because it was just too much. And that went for 8 years.
Ooh, no.
That went for 8 years. And I do that a lot. Like when I get into a relationship with someone, like I always find myself staying for years in a relationship with somebody.
And you be unhappy.
And I be so unhappy, but
period.
I don't know why I do that, and that's a bad thing.
Because we
That's
want to
me
fix
too.
something. We feel like we can fix things, and we can't. We gotta realize that we can't fix. People change when they're ready to change. Like that's nothing I would tell old boy. Like you'll change when you're ready. I always say I'm not the woman that you're gonna change for. So I really don't belong here.
That's big of you to accept that.
Yeah, and it's okay.
Like a lot of women. I mean, I know, like me personally, I want to be the exception to the rule.
Right, we all do.
I want to be the one that you change for. I want to be the one like, dang, Key sparked something in me that makes me want to be a better dude, whatever. And so that's very big of you to be like, I am still exceptional. I'm just not this part of this for this guy,
and that's okay. You just have to be okay with that. Okay. Because I say all the time, he's a great guy. Once he gets it together for whatever woman he's gonna get together for, he is gonna be amazing. I just wasn't that woman, and I wasn't gonna sit there and kill myself trying to make myself be that woman or see that it's me. It's not, girl. It's not. It's not, and it's all right. So cool. I'll holler at you.
Right. Why did she? Okay, I'm gonna share mine. For me, I was in a long distance relationship, as I often am. Long distance is stupid. I just want to say that out loud. But I just always found myself in like a long distance situation, and it's just whatever. So just so y'all know, long distance ain't the business. But I was in a long distance relationship, and me and that person had dated for a while in close proximities, and then they moved somewhere, and so we were dating. But at first, my big thing has always been like energy. Even before I knew energy and all that good stuff, my thing has always been energy or whatever. So at first, like, it didn't feel like he was far from me. You know, like it would be phone calls, and I feel like I try to make things special to people, whatever. So I would like send him little things in the mail, and little pictures, and I'll send him like this when DVDs was popular. For real. But I would send him I was in the store one day, and I was like, oh my gosh, we always watch this movie together. So I would buy the DVD and send a card and put my little perfume.
Make it seem like nothing never stopped. Like he was still there.
Just trying to make those moments special, like while he was away. And so
you gonna get married after this, girl.
What?
Somebody gonna see this nigga and be like, what's up?
I'm a very special lady. but yes, and so it got to a point where he didn't want to talk often, and I was just like, okay, or whatever. And I'm like, oh well, I don't feel like talking. That's all we got. Like you're not here. Like, who am I supposed to talk to? You want me to talk to other niggas? I'm trying to figure out what you asking of me or whatever. And I just kept at it. I don't know if I just got into a space where I just needed to keep telling him, but I just kept telling him, like, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel good. I can't feel your energy no more. I can't feel that you loving on me. I can't feel that you want me. Like, I don't feel it no more. And that was like my whole intuition right there. And so me being the gal that I am, I was just basically like, this is gonna work and whatever. And I did a couple things on my own too, so I messed up a couple things in that relationship as well, or whatever. But I did like a grand gesture for love, and I moved out there and everything like that. And it wasn't 30. It wasn't 30, but it was about, so
this one was just out of control.
At least it was just like, a little less than 30, but it was about Selma. It was about Selma ate them. And I was like, and I'm so cool, y'all. I'm so dope. Like, I was so cool. I was like, yo, this is the information that I received today.
Right.
Tell me, is this factual? And he was just like, no, like, whoa, you at a 10, I need you at a 2. I'm trying to talk to you, baby, talk to me. And he was like, just denial, straight denial first. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I was like, so I left or whatever, because I had moved out there, and I left and I got my own space, which I love. I miss my old apartment, side note. But anyway, and so he was just like, and I was like, how about this? How about the truth? That's it. I was like, we both just gonna put everything out there. I said we can clean slate this situation, and I guess I've always been that person. I try to do non-consequential things. Like I just want to know the truth.
Yeah.
Just tell me I ain't crazy, because you making me feel like I'm crazy or whatever.
Yes.
Like I feel it. I already did my research, so really I'm just waiting for you to come
That's
clean.
what men gotta understand. If we
We already know.
It ain't that hard. I ain't finna tell on myself.
know.
No, baby, it's not that you telling on yourself. We already know that.
Yes, that
We just
hurts
need
me.
you to tell us the truth so we can go and get past this.
Help
Because
me.
you've been lying. You want to
Help
knock you in your throat.
Yes.
Because you're lying to me, and I got the
Yes.
evidence in my pocket right now.
Right. I already knew.
That's like me and Rika was saying. We are the sweetest people.
Yes,
Let's
we
be
were talking about
honest.
this the other day.
Yeah.
Yes.
But when you get me to that point, it's like I see nothing but evil.
That's it. We thinking evil stuff.
Like with my ex of mine, he used to lie so much. But he would, okay, I'm not going to say lie so much. He told me what I asked.
Okay.
But if I didn't ask, he's not going to tell me.
Oh yeah, that's bad. I do that, but that's not good. I mean,
So it was like after a while, I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to start asking everything. And if you told me what I asked, I feel you're going to tell me everything that I asked. It didn't work that way.
Yeah,
he
he
started
started
lying
lying,
and all type of stuff. So it just got to the point where one day I was like, look, we're going to sit here, we're going to talk, we're not raising our voices, we're not doing none of that. We're just going to talk. I want the truth. Anything you need to know, I'm going to tell you the truth. I told him it. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. It's a couple things I already know. I just want to know if you're going to tell me. And if you lie, I'm going to punch you in your throat.
oh no,
No, we don't condone violence.
we don't do that.
No.
more.
We don't.
He was like, okay, never saw this side of you before. I was like, it's in there. You just have never pushed me to this point. So we was talking, and I'm not gonna lie, everything I asked, he told the truth.
Nice.
Very nicely, but it was one question that I asked him, he got real rude. I'm saying real rude, and because he knew by now, oh, I'm caught for real. There's no way around this one. But he tried to get rude, like, well, you remember when I went through your phone? I said, that's not what we're talking about. We're going to get on me when I'm done with you.
Right.
And he just was like, well.
Flip the table. Fuck all. I'm the one that
He was
started
like,
this barbecue
I ain't
business.
got time for none of this. I'm just finna put on my clothes and go see my grandma and go do this and go do that. Okay, that's fine. Go see your grandma.
Right.
Go see grandma.
Go see your ugly
So-
grandma.
Right after that, I went and seen grandma too. We going together. We both finna go see grandma.
Yeah.
And when I got down there to grandma, some chick was sitting on grandma's sofa.
Shut up.
And grandma was like, I don't know who she is, baby, but I don't like her.
Nah, grandma, you should have looked out. You know what? That grandma messed up too. And we need to talk to that grandma too. That ain't even
I
no.
was just like, you know what?
You know,
Fine.
boy, grandma into the shenanigans,
Yeah, yeah.
bruh. That's
Yeah.
a mess.
But
No.
then it got to the point where he would hate because his grandmama would call me. Such down here with some girl.
Well, she never. Well, she redeeming herself a little
Yeah,
bit.
that was seemed like a every weekend thing.
God,
He would take somebody to grandma's house and grandma would call my
What happened
phone.
to can't nobody meet my
no. So grandma, no. I'm
That should be
I'm
the
back on it.
last.
I don't like the
Right.
grandma no more. I don't like the grandma no more. Let me tell you why.
She gonna get there in a minute. She gonna tell y'all.
That grandma should have had a stopping point. Now, grandma, you ain't gonna call me every week. Now, where's your loyalty?
That's
You
right.
letting them in.
That's
It's
right.
your house.
Yeah.
Exactly.
One thing that a red flag for me, I went to his house, met his mom. Everything was cool. Went back a few weeks later. She was like, "Oh, hi, what's your name? Who are you?"
Uh-oh.
You see too many faces.
Right.
You see
So that
too
was
many
a flag
faces.
right
Oh,
there.
wow.
Your
See
mother,
too many
she just
faces.
met me
Right.
2
Barbara,
weeks
I just
ago.
met
Right.
you, girl. Matter of fact, give me my bundt cake.
Right.
Yeah.
So that should have been a flag, and I didn't.
Yes.
I was like, "Well, how many be coming through here?" But
Right.
Nah,
we weren't together at that point, but that should have.
But that should have been.
Yeah.
Right.
Go then,
For
like,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
But no, definitely, I had a situation like that, and we had like a truth situation where we sat down and talked and everything was like we were able to speak, and I just felt so relieved.
That never works for me.
It was awesome, and I was just like, maybe you can take me out sometime. We can start back dating and stuff.
Right.
And so then I had went home because I had already moved out, and I had went home and I laid in my bed and I said,
Yeah, no.
that part.
Yeah.
He like me. Don't like me. He like me. Don't like me. Okay? So I was like, wait, if this girl name is that, then who is this?
Right.
Because you didn't say nothing about this right here. But we had already made a date for the next day.
Real crazy.
And so we went out on a date and everything, and picked me up. I was Kurt. Okay, and we left, and I actually had my son at this time, so that's one thing that I do regret, that I kind of like flipped out or whatever. And so we sat down at the table and everything like that, and I said, last night was just so awesome. I loved our conversation, and you being truthful, and me being able to be truthful with you was awesome. I said it was just one thing that it didn't calculate all the way with me. And I said, if this, I'm reliving it. I said, if this is this person who moved to Timbuktu, then who is this? Who is Charlene? Who is Charlene? Because you didn't tell me about Charlene, but somebody else told me about Charlene, and I know for a fact Charlene was in there. They gave me proof that something that you did that's nasty, you do that nasty thing, and you did it to Charlene. That's how I know. That's how I know. Charlene did it. So, that's how I know. And he was like, man, I'm trying to take you out of it. I said, I'll flip this whole fucking table. You think you're talking too well? I said, take me home right now. I started packing up Jay's fast as fuck. Go. This like... James was struggling. You know his head big.
Poor baby.
I said, take me home right now. All the people turned around and looked. I said,
Don't show that on me, but show that on you.
They told me to act all the way
from this.
No, I'm not like that no more. I don't do well with public, humiliation and stuff like that. I've transformed a lot, and I'm grateful for my evolution so much. But at that time, I was 38, okay? And I was just like, boy, you ain't gonna never smell this again. You ain't gonna never. And he didn't. And I know he thought like, she always gonna have a thing, because we were 8 years too. We always gonna have a thing, and I was like, no, I can't, and I still care about him so much. But
that's what they don't understand. They don't understand how someone that you know care, but we don't know.
We just can't go there anymore.
He told me a few weeks ago. He was like, he said, you know what you told me before? And I said, no. What he said, you told me I was never gonna find nobody to treat me the way you did and was good to me the way you were. He said, and you were right. I said, I know.
Oh yeah. I'll make sure I leave a little.
Boy, till you do right.
Oh my gosh, I'll be like, I just want to let you know, I won't come back. I won't be back, and you will never. Boy, you never find enough. So yeah, for real, and I hope you know that I'm unique. I'm beautiful. I'm funny. All of those things. And I know that. But it was time for me to own that, and not him. He don't have to own it. You gotta own it. And I was just like, I'm all of that and more.
But the thing about that, going back to what I said before about. I'm not the woman that you're ready to change for. I said, even though I know I said that, and I probably meant it at the time, I said I actually don't even believe that anymore, because I wasn't the woman for you. So you'll probably find somebody better than me to you.
Right, but it won't be
I'm
the
still
same
bomb.
as you.
Right. But I just wasn't for you. I said, so I actually take that back.
You taught him a lot of stuff. I'm sure, because people don't understand that guys. They pay attention to women, but just in a different perspective.
And he had never had a steady relationship, because he was gone 6 months at a time for a ball.
Right.
So I was the first. He had stopped playing with when he was with me, so this is the first time he had somebody consistent.
Right.
So of course, your relationships were great for those 6 months, because the other 6 months you was out smashing and dashing everything you could find, and it was cool. And you can always use, oh, I'm at practice, or I'm at this.
Right.
So you had so many outs at that time that you can use. With me, you didn't have that,
Right.
and you struggled. So I just feel like I was the one to prepare him for what's to come.
Right. And you know what, for me, like, I just really appreciate my brothers. Like, my brothers, like, teach me so much, and because my brothers are so honest with me, I learn so much from them, you know. And even like different guy friends, and like when they share their experiences, like one of my guy friends was just like, oh, you know, the very first girlfriend I ever had, I cheated on her, and had she been like, I'm done, like, no, I would not accept this, I would have collected a completely different you know, database or whatever based off of that information. But because she allowed it, and then she was just like, you know, we worked this out. I'm like, oh, so I get down on one knee and apologize, and I can smash another one next week. This is by George, I think I got it. You know what I mean? It's like, so he was just like, you know, and I really had to relearn. Just like, no, it's not okay. No matter what this one heavy situation taught me, it's not okay or whatever. And there are guys out there that want to take accountability and that want to change and be better. Now, I mean, all y'all not like that. But there are some gentlemen out there that want to do that. But us as women, we have to we have to listen to that intuition and be like, I'm going to put my foot down. This is a no-go for me, and stand by our boundaries, and that is the difficulty. That's a challenge for me.
Because I think for most women, because we're nurturers.
And we want to help so bad.
We want to fix. Let's fix this. How can I fix this? How can I, even though you are here?
You broke, but I'm gonna fix it.
How can I fix it? What do I need to do, even though it's you? And women have to realize it has nothing to do with you.
Thing in the back of our mind, like, I know, okay, he's wrong, but if I tell him like this, I'm not accepting this. But I know I want this man, but I just want him to know that this is not what I'm accepting. But if I tell him I'm not accepting this, what is he gonna do?
He's gonna lose that whole person, which you probably need to.
And that's why we sometimes think of
whole intuition thing, like.
But it's like, you gotta realize your job. I just had like a small epiphany. You gotta realize your job. Like, your dude could be a zebra. You ain't no veterinarian.
That's the truth.
So I'm a mechanic. So if my dude a zebra, I can't fix you. My dude need to be a Buick. That's a
right. You better come with it with the logic. You better come with the logic.
So we really need to realize what our job is and what we are put here to do the work on. You know what I mean? So,
man, you just helped me.
And that goes back to Love is Blind, like, because naturally we're dating with our eyes.
Yes.
That's why we get into these situations
it's like,
instead of
really
figuring out what the person
yesterday. I have a friend. He's not all that cute.
How many friends you got?
Look, I'm just getting out of a 10, 11-year relationship.
Oh, okay.
So
do you?
Okay. And he's not all that cute to me. Like, he's not a person that I would normally gravitate to.
Okay.
But he is dope. When I say dope, I have no bad intuition about him.
Oh, nice.
That's what matters. That's what matters.
So it's like, I know that even though I'm not ready, I know whenever I'm ready, and if he's still available, that'll be dope. And he's not even.
But that go back to this fear. Why not just take the leap?
I'm not ready. That's like,
it's 10 years you've been in a relationship.
And this is when I say, I just recently.
But sometimes look at Sierra.
This March made a year
before she met this amazing man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So you don't want to miss out, bro.
Well, I feel like if she's not doing it, because that's what I was going to say. Maybe it's healing. It's a healing process.
But sometimes God sends you somebody
to help you heal.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
But definitely, if you feel like that's not your person to help heal, then you need to heal it up on your own and then go, because you don't want whatever you done got messed up from this relationship to jump into that next one. Because we do that as
we don't
women.
close
We just
that door.
oh yeah. And we gotta realize we got it too.
Right.
That's another thing. We have to realize that we got it. So you still gonna have people come up to you even though you're not in the mood.
And
you
see,
still
that's
gonna,
the thing that
so you gotta stay focused.
I had to get that back. Like, do I still got
You still got it. And so all the women out there, you still got it. Sit down somewhere with it, okay? sit down, heal it, and then go back out there. You're going to get talked to regardless. Guys are going to see you regardless. You're beautiful. Even, I'm looking a mess. Somebody going to holler at that mess.
For real.
It is what it is. When you look in the roughest, I be like, boy, I didn't even
look right.
What? I think one of my eyes still
the other
closed.
day, for real.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You better simmer down, girl.
I say, you know what's going on. You
For real.
I'm nervous.
But no, you still have it. You gotta make sure you know that, but also make sure that it's still people out there that want it. And when you go out there and you just trying to heal and you just want to go to the grocery store real quick, people gonna be in your face, and you got to realize, hey, I'm not ready. Because when you entertain it a little bit, you get the feels or whatever, you start to disconnect from what healing process you were supposed to be going through.
All right, final words of advice for intuition or taking. For me, I'll go first because mine is more about accountability. You can't. I feel like a lot of times when you break up with somebody, you're always pointing a finger instead of realizing how many flags were shown to you, and you proceeded anyway. So it's kind of your fault in a way, because had you listened to your intuition or whatever you want to call it, discernment, whatever, then you wouldn't be in this situation anyway. So it's always, yes, I'm not to say that person wasn't wrong in a relationship, but you already knew. You kind of knew. You had an inkling, at least. You knew that person wasn't right for you, and you went with it anyway. So you have to take accountability for that. You have to accept your part in it.
All right.
So that's my final words.
Intuition. My thing is learn what it is. Learn what it sounds like. Learn to trust it. Learn to trust that you are an individual that can make sound decisions for yourself. Learn to trust you. I'm a responsible individual, you know what I mean? And my best I guess advice would be like meditation. You really need to get alone. You need to get into a quiet space and really just try to hear yourself or whatever. Because it's so many distractions. Even in meditation, I done fell asleep in meditation a couple times, but just trying and practicing and really just trying to get centered and hear myself and what I really want and what I really want to deal with and not deal with. And an imperative thing is boundaries. Knowing your boundaries, knowing your deal breakers, what you're gonna put up with, what you're not gonna put up with, and that's gonna help your intuition, because you ain't even gonna be there. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm pretty sure I wrote that down in my boundaries. Yeah, so that's a no for you, Curtis. All right, thanks so much. You know what I mean? So that's my biggest takeaway: meditation, boundaries, and deal breakers. You need to know them for sure.
Right. I think for me, basically like both of you all said, you gotta be accountable for your own everything. If it's hitting you, please listen.
Or at least be cautious.
Right. And I think women should pretty much start following their mind and not their heart, because our hearts will lead us in the wrong direction.
Position. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, okay.
It really was. I think we need to just start listening to our mind, because more than likely that's their intuition telling us, this is not it. But
okay, cool.
They did it all.
They done did.
They did it all.
All right. Everybody shout out your Instagram handles, and I'll tag them at the bottom before the video is out.
Proud Mom 330.
Proud Mom 330.
Oh, okay. Let's see. On the Kouch Wit Key is my YouTube channel. All the couches with the K. Goddess Key on Instagram, and then I'm just Key on me on Facebook.
No, that's not their business.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. I'm sorry. Abort. Back it out.
Come on, Ricky, put this cut out.
Carmel_Lioness on Instagram.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Don't it? No.
Alright, well that's it for today. I'm sorry I look crazy today. I ain't got dressed yet, but I'm about to go do that now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Feel free to hit these ladies
Hit
up.
that like button.
I will post all their names and then link them in the comment box below. But until next time, bye.
Bye.
Love, love, love.
Thank you guys.